How can you decrease your sales cycle and win more deals? First of all, what the heck is a sales cycle? That is the number of days it takes to get a win. Um, some people include the losses in there as well. For the sake of today, we're only going to count how long does it take to get a yes. So, what I would do is make a list of all the objections that you typically get late in the sales process. So I'm talking maybe at the end of the meeting or at the end of the fifth meeting where you're hearing things like pricing is too expensive or this is a big decision involving a lot of people and we're just going to need to punt this until we get the right person in place to lead this initiative. Et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Whatever it is, here's what you do. You save your prospect time. The most scarce resource is time. And if you can help a person save time, they are going to love you for it. And how do we do that? We bring those things up before they have to. Okay. So if I always lose a deal based on this being super expensive because we're a white glove solution, we're a premium price point, et cetera, I'm going to say that at the beginning of the sales process. Something like this. Hey, before we jump in or go further, one of the key indicators of whether this has legs or not is if we're even in the ballpark range on what your budget is. So I want to make sure we share a quick range and cover that. You're probably wondering that anyway. We won't dial in a perfect number today, but I'm happy to cover that. Would that be helpful? No one says, no, that wouldn't be helpful. Why don't we worry about price later? And even if you don't dial in a really specific ballpark range, it's simply leading with, I know what you need to know to move this forward. And both of us would rather save 5 hours of meeting time with each other if we just actually needed to punt this conversation 6 months from the get-go. Okay. So if you save your prospects time, they will love you for it because you are not pressuring them based on your timeline. You are pressuring them based on their objectives, their problems, their triggering events, as much as I hate that triggering word. So try it. Just see what happens. Lead with your objections and all the reasons people don't work with you. And then people will go, okay, super helpful to know. Let's punt. Or super helpful to know. Let's keep talking and see if there's something here, et cetera, et cetera. Okay.